Good afternoon and welcome to the EVAC Arena in Troy, New York. Tonight's Liberty League Championship between RPI Engineers and Vassar Brewers. I'm accompanied by Brian Degner. Brian, welcome.
Keen, good to see you back here. It's been a year since we first started this journey together, commentating play-by-play in color, and this was our first pairing here at the ECAV Arena for the Liberty League matchup finals last year. Here we are again, ready to see what RPI has for Vassar this afternoon.
Little overview right here. RPI 21-5 on the season. One of their best seasons in the last 2 decades. Home record of 10-1. Conference record of 16-2 in an 8-game win streak they're on. Can they capitalize in their last game? 19-8 record with the Brewers with a 19-8 record. Away record of 6-7, which is going to come very important today as we are in Troy. And a conference record of 13-5 on a 2-game win streak. Going into this Liberty League matchup, Liberty League championship game where the RPI Engineers are having a dominating season, going 21-5 on an 8-game win streak. Engineers, 3 nights ago, handled the St. Lawrence Saints late in the fourth with a great team effort on Friday night as they move to the Liberty League championship game. Vassar, on the other hand, the 3rd seed, defeating a tough Union squad on Friday, leading the pack. Shea Fitzgerald with a 28-point game, 6 from 3 that night, 72-67. Vassar, now 19-8, matching their most wins in a single season as the Brewers advance their 3rd Liberty League championship appearance, where last 2 were in 2013-14 season and the 21-22 season. No.
Okay, Keen, here we go. Tip off. First 20-minute half.
Head coach for the Engineers, Mark Gilbride. Head coach for the Vassar Brewers, Ryan Mee. As the Brewers win the possession. Vassar getting into their half-court sets right here. Driving in, up for the 2 points, Nathan DeHam. First points on the board for both teams. As the Engineers work it around. Deppy, handoff with Feeks. Driscoll. Over to Stewart. Energy unmatched in the arena right now. Off front rim as Scalisi rebounds and puts it up for 2 points.
Scalisi, great vision there, cleans that one up. Gets RPI on the board with 2 points.
Fitzgerald. Over to Karigian. Pull-up jumper right there from the Brewers. Number 21, Parker Neuenhaus. As Driscoll on that left side, guarded by Denham. Cutting is Driscoll as he misses the layup. Neuenhaus misses the first shot, rebound, puts it back up. Parker Neuenhaus, the sophomore, 6'9". As the Engineers look to tie up this game. Feeks. Over to Scalisi as Scalisi gets his defender to jump. A driving Feeks. Fouled on a shot right there. Feeks will go to the line for 2 shots.
Keen, let's recap how we got here to the Liberty League Championship. RPI on their side of the bracket had an opening round bye where St. Lawrence overtook Ithaca, the 4th seed taking the 5th. And then we had St. Lawrence go against RPI where RPI got the win.
Feeks, first free throw good.
On the other side of the bracket, Union had the bye with Vassar and Skidmore matching up with Vassar on the win. Vassar matching up with Union. The 3rd round seed overtaking the 2nd round seed, and here we are today for the RPI Vassar Men's Basketball Championship.
As Feeks makes both shots, here come the Brewers. Shot right there. Fitzgerald bounces around the rim. Rebounded by Nieuwenhaus. Puts it up over Deppie. Nieuwenhaus with 2 rebounds already. 4 points. Going to be a problem for the Engineers. Nieuwenhaus, as I said before, a 6'9" stature. As the Engineers have it under their basket. Scalisi will inbound. Feeks. One more to Driscoll. Driscoll's left side 3. He gets that one to fall. 1 point lead for the Engineers with a little under 4 minutes into this game. Nieuwenhaus guarded by Deppie as Fitzgerald and Nieuwenhaus doing a little 2-man game. Nieuwenhaus as Denham pokes it up. Nice putback right there from Denham. Driscoll looking in for Deppie. Finds him. Pressured heavily. Deppie spinning. Gets the bucket to fall. And Sebastian Medina couldn't handle Deppie's post control.
Deppie and Scalisi teaming up for a little defense there for a turnover.
Feeks drives in. A little too strong on that reverse-handed layup. Brewers are going to slow it down. It's Karvigzian. Shot right there from the Brewers. Fitzgerald just off the rim as Driscoll rebounds. Still a 1 point lead for the Engineers as Scalisi gives it back to Feeks. Feeks will reset. Deppie face to face with Nieuwenhaus. Driving Feeks. Inside hand layup. Feeks playing a big role in this Engineers team this year. Having some big games. One against the Vassar Brewers this year. Last game, we saw him with 4 3-pointers of his own, leading RPI over St. Lawrence Saints. As Deppie hands it off with Feeks. Feeks back into Deppie. Deppie backing down Denham.
Deppie's coming out strong today. He had a good performance on the Friday night win to get him here, where he delivered 11 points. He complimented Scalisi 16 and Feeks 15 points to lead Engineers over St. Lawrence to a victory to get him to the championship today.
Nieuwenhaus wide open in the lane. Gets fouled as he misses the layup. Timeout right here. 13:58 remaining in the first half. RPI 13, Vassar 10. A blow-for-blow battle we're seeing so far. Very high scoring. Speaking of scoring, Engineers averaging 70 points per game, while on the other side, the Brewers averaging 73 points per game on 42% shooting from the field. Engineers shooting 46% from the field. Both teams very efficient from the 3 as well. Shooting 34% from the field. From 3 is RPI, as the Brewers shooting 33% from 3.
Now the Brewers and Engineers had matched up several times this year. Earlier in the season, the Engineers earned a 62-56 victory in Poughkeepsie on the 23rd of January. And then they also took a win here at home on Troy, February 7th, 61-58 win.
Billy Feeks in that first game on January 23rd, 16 points. Andrew Deppie also having a double-double in points and rebounds. Let's see if they can recreate that masterpiece.
Looking at this whole season for the Engineers, RPI earned the league's top seed after finishing 21-5 overall and 16-2 in the league. Deppy leading scorer for the team at 13.3 points. Scalisi tailed right behind at 13 points, and Yashiel Stewart at 12.3 points.
As Neuenhaus will head to the line for 2 shots.
The Engineers are the top defense in the league, allowing only 60 points on average per game for the opposing team.
Fans packing it in here as Neuenhaus misses his first free throw. Fans letting him hear it. He makes the second one. Blake Smith checked into the game along with Dylan Matchett and Yashiel Stewart. Sorry. Neuenhaus backing down Matchett. Matchett just too small.
It's going to take 2 of the Engineers players to really match the physicality of number 21 on Vassar.
It's Tawa Boateng in the game for the Engineers, playing a big role this season. Momentum starter for this Engineers team. Tie game at 13 with 13 minutes remaining in the first half. Driscoll driving left, using his pivot foot. Nice post fade right there from Driscoll. As he adds 2 more to the board. Vassar into Neuenhaus as Fitzgerald pulls a 3 ball. Rocks it in, giving Vassar a 1-point lead.
These 2 teams have never met in the Liberty League Championship game before, so this is a first for both of them today, playing each other. But again, Engineers did sweep 2-0 the regular season matchups with the Brewers.
Matchett using his physicality on Fitzgerald. A little off on that layup. Here comes Fitzgerald. Neuenhaus, a 3-pointer off front rim. Crowd letting him hear it. It's Tawa Boateng facing up Neuenhaus. Floats it over. Nice touch right there from Tawa Boateng, getting his first bucket of tonight.
I think we're going to need to lean on Tawa Boateng this evening to help us lock down Neuenhaus.
Neuenhaus working on Tawa Boateng. Gets to Fitzgerald, guarded by Blake Smith. Bounces off the rim, rebounded by Matchett. As Matchett gives it off to Stewart. Blake Smith. Tawa Boateng orchestrating this offense as he pulls a 3-pointer with time expiring. Very smart play from Tawa Boateng. Matchett looked like a long 2 as his foot stepped on the line. Brewers with great defense right there. Fitzgerald off the Neuenhaus screen. Into Neuenhaus. Blake Smith with the steal. Blake Smith. Foul called as Blake Smith goes for the layup, falls.
So far in the early going, the Vassar Brewers shooting 50% from the field, equal with the Engineers.
One thing to point out right here, a lot of 3-pointers coming from Vassar in that first 10 minutes of basketball, 1 for 5. as Fitzgerald has made 1. Just speaking on RPI's defense, they averaged 9 steals per game. Along with that, there's 16 points off turnovers a game.
Vassar comes into today's matchup 19-8 overall, with going 13-5 in the conference. One point to take away from the historic stats for both teams. Vassar went 6 for 7 away this year, but Engineers went 10 for 3. That's a really strong record playing away when you don't have your home court advantage and your home court PA guy really hyping you up.
Vassar scoreless for the last 2 minutes. Just touching on that RPI defense. Best defense in the Liberty League.
Last matchup between the two teams was February 7th, where the Engineers were able to pull out a 3-point lead. Certainly not a blowout. It was competitive.
As Smith at the line for 2 free throws. First one's good. Brewers driving in.
High, but
as the Brewers get it up for 2 more. Engineers 19, Vassar 18 as we come to halfway through this first half. Andrew Deppy back in the game. Deppy having a great season this year, averaging 13 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, and 50% shooting from the field. Scalisi step back 3 as it bounces off back rim.
.9:30 remaining in the first half. RPI clinging to a 1-point lead. Team's going blow for blow here.
Brewers driving in. A slashing Denham gets the layup and the foul. He'll go to the line for 1 shot. Denham with 4 points so far. Tawa Boateng. Over to Feeks. As Feeks gives it back inside to Deppy. Deppy working on his defender. Gets the rebound, puts it up. Unsuccessful on that second chance shot. And Sebastian Medina pulls a right corner 3, just a little short. Match it over to Feeks. The Engineers call the play we've seen all year. Chin into Deppy. Deppy, an easy 2. It's a little off. As Neuenhaus gets it in the low post. Backing down Tawa Boateng. Great defense right there from Tawa Boateng. Neuenhaus, hand off. Driving Kaz Mirza gets denied by the rim. The Engineers look to make something shake. As Feeks drives in. Back out to Scalisi. Scalisi into Tawa Boateng. Tawa Boateng with a smaller defender on him. Blocked.
I would have liked to have seen Tawa Boateng establish himself on number 5 for Vassar. Sebastian Medina, 6'4", junior.
Timeout right here. 7:35 remaining in the first half. RPI 19, Vassar 20. As both teams talk it over. Looking at a little bit of individual stats. Shea Fitzgerald averaging 17 points per game, leading this Vassar squad. On the other side, Parker Neuenhaus averaging 14 points per game and 6 rebounds per game. We've seen it right here. Neuenhaus already with 7 points.
Vassar with a 1-point lead, 50% field goals from the field, while RPI is coming in at 36%. Certainly Vassar a little sharper with their shots. Vassar going 1 for 6 on 3-pointers. Fortunate for the Engineers that they haven't been able to catch fire, Keen, on those threes, because they would be way out ahead if they'd been hitting those. Both teams very composed. I felt the Engineers came out strong with a bit more firepower, but now they've both settled in. 7:35 remaining in the first. Let's see who can finish out strong with about 7 minutes here to go.
Match it inbounding into Tawa Boateng. As Tawa Boateng battles for the basketball. Brewers come out successful off a steal. Nice mid-range pull-up right there from Medina, making an impact as he comes in. 2 stops and a few buckets. Tawa Boateng, guarded by Zinn. As Deppy tried to swat away the rebound to one of other Engineers. Here come the Brewers. Medina, guarded by Billy Feeks. Fitzgerald tried to get it in to Denham. Deppy, nice defense right there. Match it. Working on his defender. Blocked by Ghazi Zinn.
Deppy has that knee brace on. Sorry, Matchett still has his knee brace on, coming back from a knee injury mid-season. You have to wonder how much that's holding him back today, as he hasn't quite been able to finish like we've seen him in the earlier season before that injury.
Feeks slows it down for the Engineers. With 6 minutes remaining, Matchett drives in. Refs say Nathan Denham touches it. It'll be Engineers' possession under their basket.
Brewers with a 3-point lead. Engineers are going a little bit cold here.
No, this. Stewart, 3-pointer. That one was in. Nice 2-pointer right there from Stewart.
Stewart's known for catching fire.
Stewart, first bucket of tonight. Busket, back it in. Great defense right here. 3 seconds on the shot clock as Fitzgerald has to chuck something up. Deppy comes down with a rebound as the Engineers bringing the fire back into this one. Deppy guarded by Neuenhaus. As Stewart gets into the lane. Blocked right there by Zinn. Looking for a foul as Stewart falls hard. Zinn inside, spins off Deppy.
Brewers able to catch the Engineers on their heels. Stewart had hit in the ground hard. They were trying to compose themselves, and Vassar able to take advantage of that disorganized moment on defense.
Vassar with a 2-point lead with 4:30 remaining. Stewart's three-pointer blocked. Here come the Brewers as Fitzgerald is fouled on his way to the line. 3 team fouls for both teams.
Vassar right now feeling a little sharper, a little more on point, flying around. Engineers feel like they're a little bit on their heels. I'm looking down, I see several of the Engineers players catching their wind. This pace may have come out just a bit hot for the Engineers. Let's see how they recover with 4 minutes left in the first half with a 3-point deficit.
He makes the second. Deppy, three-pointer. Wait, talk.
No.
Brewers finding a bit of steam.
Still only a 4-point deficit for the Engineers, but you can feel the momentum shifting into Vassar's favor.
Medina trying to get into Neuenhoff, guarded by a smaller Stewart. Scalisi helps on the double. As Scalisi almost gets a steal right there. Rush shot, rebounded by Denham. Nice block right there from Deppy on the block right there. Great defense.
Engineers trying to take advantage of Vassar on their heels, but pass from Deppy to Scalisi just a little bit too much out of bounds. Possession will go back to Vassar. Both teams pushing hard. I can feel a little sense of desperation right now from the Engineers. They do not want to let this gap open up as we go into halftime.
And Engineers just been hot all season. 21-5, only 5 losses. That's very hard to do. An 8-game win streak, another feat that's not easy. Coming into this game, seeming hot out the start, but now down 4. We'll see how they end this first half. 3:37 remaining, 22-26.
Brewers with a really good season this year. They had received multiple votes from D3Hoops.com towards the top 25 poll.
Another eye-opening stat right here. Engineers 1-13 on their last 13 shots. It's not going to help the Engineers in this game. Fitzgerald three-pointer bounces off the rim. The Engineers will have it with 3:21 remaining. Engineers looking for some fire on offense.
Checking in for Vassar, number 8, Zinn. He's a 6'8" freshman from Los Angeles. Quick little medical timeout here for Depe. Looks like he may have gotten a little cut to his hand. We can't afford to have him out of the game today. He's been really big on both ends, flying around both on offense and defense. Keen, in the closing 3:21 of the first half here, what do you think the Engineers need to do to get this game back in hand?
Try to get around Neuenhaus, obviously a great interior defender.
Cloud
He's
gives
big
it.
inside.
Crowd with a warm applause for Depe as he comes back in. They taped him up with some super glue.
As Driscoll gets his defender to jump.
One thing I've appreciated about Driscoll all season long is he is scrappy. He's a fighter. He does not let up. He's going 100 miles an hour at all times.
And Driscoll, the freshman, coming in and starting for Coach Gilbride. Obviously, Coach Gilbride putting a lot of trust into Driscoll. Driscoll's free throw misses that one. Rebounded by Krikor Karu Guzian. Four. Fitzgerald out to Neuenhaus. Thought about it. Inside, out to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's three-pointer off front rim. Fitzgerald gets his own rebound. Depe, nice recovery right there as Scalisi goes up. Scalisi, 1-on-3 fast break, goes up right there. 2-point lead for the Brewers. As Zinn pulls a three. Sorry, Mirza. Mirza's three-pointer in that right corner gives the Brewers a 5-point lead. Depe handoff with Feeks. Feeks, first three-pointer of today. Brewers recover with a little under 2 minutes to go. Neuenhaus. Handoff with Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald puts it inside. Neuenhaus, one more. Some nice passing right there. Misses the layup. Brewers multiple opportunities on that play. 1:20 remaining. Engineers looking to tie this game heading into halftime. Scalisi guarded by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald doing a good job just keeping Scalisi only at 2 points right now as Feeks drives, kicks. One more. Stewart's three-pointer fouled at three-point line. He'll head to the line for 3 shots. Unfortunate right there for the Brewers as Stewart, a great scorer, and find himself at the line.
I'd like to see the Engineers lean into a little slower game right now. It feels like when things are run and gun that the Brewers have the advantage. DeChiel first shot, no good. Checking in for Vassar, number 22, Nathan Denham. Denham's a 6'5" senior from New York, New York.
Stewart's second shot rolls in. 2 for 3 right there. Here come the Brewers. 2 or 3 more possessions remaining in this first half. As the Brewers running through their offense. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Into Neuenhaus. Neuenhaus fouled, and the layup goes. Neuenhaus will go to the line for one more. We talked about Neuenhaus a little bit before, but
Okay, 36 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball brought down by Feeks. Let's see what the Engineers can pull off. Got 2 possessions left at the end of this half.
Nice layup right there from Deppy, making it a 4-point game as the clock keeps running. Timeout called right here. 16.4 remaining in the first half. RPI 28, Vassar 32.
16 seconds left. Let's take a look at some of the stats, Keen. Vassar still shooting just below 50%, 46. RPI really struggling, 34% from the field, 22% from three-point land.
And Kellen Driscoll leading the pack right now with 7 points. I'd love to see him get in the back in the game for the second half. Add up some more.
Leading scorer, no surprise, tied over on the Vassar side. Neuenhaus with 18 and Kargesian with 18 as well, minutes in the game.
10 points for Neuenhaus.
No surprise that Neuenhaus been able to generate so much offense. Really, without a double team, he's almost unstoppable. The best thing they could do is try to keep the ball out of his hands, limit his possessions, make the other players get those points for the Brewers.
As the Brewers with 15 seconds, Neuenhaus, handoff. Brewers trying to make something shake. Fitzgerald, 3 seconds, driving in, ball slips out. Last shot right there. No good. RPI 28, Vassar 32, as the Engineers will go to the locker room down 4.
Keen, my perspective on that first half, Engineers came out really strong, punched them in the face. Vassar was able to take it and keep going. Vassar was able to ride that wave and come back with a strong surge in the middle of the first half. And then ultimately Engineers able to claw their way back, just down by 4. We're going to go to a little break here, and then we'll join you back for the second half of this Liberty League Championship matchup. And welcome back to this afternoon's matchup. We're just finishing up halftime here between the Brewers and the Engineers. Taking a look down at the sideline. Taking a look at the sideline at both teams. Mark Gilbride, always very businesslike, showing some plays both ends of the court on his whiteboard. I've got a good vantage from here. Right now with his starting lineup on the bench, focused. Bench players surrounding him. On the other side, Coach Ryan Mee for the Vassar. Also mapping out some plays. What I like about both benches right now is I can see the teams very focused. Everyone's settled. RPI's only down by 4, so it's anyone's game in the second half. One thing I'm picking up from the Vassar bench is a little more sense of unity and community. Almost looks like the coach is doing a prayer on one knee with the team. Some might call it a Tebow. But I feel a lot of good energy from the Vassar team. Engineers, we're going to want to see them come out shooting like they did that first half. Depe was so critical for them. Here we go. Second half of this game is going to determine the Liberty League Championship. 20 minutes to go to figure that out. Keene, take it from here.
Thank you very much. As Feeks drives in, gets a layup to follow Neuenhaus. Just couldn't get there in time. Starting this second half off strong. Neuenhaus backing down Depe. Making Neuenhaus miss. Depe into Driscoll. One more to Scalisi. Nice job right there from the Engineers.
Here comes that punch in the face that we hope the Engineers could come out with. Vassar on their heels. Let's see if they can keep in the game here, or if the Engineers can run with this momentum.
It's Fitzgerald searching for a shot right here. Medina over to Denham. Denham, three-pointer falls. Denham answers with his 3 of his own.
Vassar so far in the afternoon, 2 for 10 on 3-pointers, but that a critical one there.
Feeks layup, well defended by Denham. Fitzgerald backing down.
Good defense on that play by Driscoll. He does not back down on the offense or the defense. Always a positive part of the team when he is on the court.
Driscoll. Driving Stewart. Over Denham. Gets the layup to fall.
I like when I see Stewart come alive. He can get hot. He's a great shooter. He's a playmaker. He can operate high and low.
Driscoll on that right corner. Driscoll into Deppy. Deppy. Push foul called on Denham.
I can see on both ends of the court, the Engineers are trying to keep Newhouse out of the play on the offensive end, just trying to keep him from getting an easy position for a layup. And on the defensive end, dragging him out from under the hoop so he can't shut down those low post players.
Deppy driving out to Feeks. Feeks catch and shoot three. Rattles home. Feeks, nice three-pointer right there. That's his first three-point make of tonight. As Fitzgerald looks to answer, he does. Deppy, a long three-pointer, bounces around the rim, rebounded by Zinn.
None of the Engineers able to get too hot on three-pointers today. Feeks, Driscoll, and Stewart all with one each.
Charge called on Medina.
Right now, Vassar clinging to a 1-point lead, but you can feel the Engineers picking up momentum.
Stewart out to Scalisi. Nice passing right here from the Engineers. Driscoll's three-pointer.
Oh, Driscoll!
Driscoll, 10 points in the game.
You got to be a Driscoll fan. He brings energy on both ends of the court.
Three-pointer, Fitzgerald. Splash!
Vassar able to answer.
Nice three-pointer right there from Fitzgerald. He has 11, 3 for 10 from the three-point line. As Stewart gets hit in the face.
You hate to see that happen out there, especially to one of the key players. I think he's going to shake it off. Stewart, a very strong player, critical to this Engineers offense.
5 minutes into the second half. RPI 39, Vassar 41.
Interesting choice of music here this afternoon, Keen. It's almost, it's a bit gospel. Some might call it soul trap. Love a good game. Good turnout today. Both sides of the bench. You can see Engineers and Brewer fans in their colors. Red and crimson. Student body turned out. Little does anyone know, the student body has snuck in a little Bluetooth speaker that they've been pumping defense out of. Don't tell the refs that one. All right, here we go. Stewart still shaking it off, rubbing his face, but he's back in the game. 15:45 remaining in the second half. Vassar clinging to the 2-point lead. This could go either way right now. They're going blow for blow. Back to you, Keen.
Feeks, top of the key. Off the screen. Finds Driscoll. Driscoll into Deppy, guarded by Medina. Medina trying his best as Fitzgerald digs. As Medina pokes it out. Here comes Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald so fast. Misses that layup. He's got a little ahead of himself. Driscoll into Deppy. Guarded by Zinn. Back out to Feeks. Feeks. Feeks out to Deppy. Deppy driving right side. Over Zinn. Rebounded by Neuenhaus.
Refs really letting him play here. I'm surprised that wasn't a foul as Deppy drove in.
Medina driving. Nice layup right there from the Brewers, giving them a 4-point lead.
Okay, timeout on the floor.
Vassar on a 5-0 run in the last 1:30. Still a 4-point game, so this game very back and forth, multiple lead changes.
Vassar already with 3 team fouls. They're going to want to keep an eye on that. RPI may be able to capitalize if they can keep drawing those fouls as they go to the hoop. Vassar is also one of the top defenses in the Liberty League, ranking only 2nd behind Rensselaer.
Engineers pick him back up on the offensive side, now shooting 41% from the field.
Brewers also are known for their rebounding, 42.7 rebounds a game. Ranks top 20 in the country, Keen. Now remember, let's keep in mind what's at stake today. This is to go to the NCAA March Madness tournament.
Yeah, it is deeper.
No one wants to see their postseason play come to an end here. 15 minutes remaining to determine who goes home and who goes on.
As Deppy backs down Zinn, gets it over. Tawa Boateng fighting for the rebound over Neuenhaus. Foul called.
Neuenhaus, such a force underneath, even between Deppy and Tawa Boateng, unable to contain him.
14-17 remaining in this game. Still a 4-point lead for the Brewers. Engineers just trying to keep the scoring at bay.
Quiet on the court this afternoon for the Engineers is Matchett with no points. He's shooting 0 from 3. That knee clearly still bothering him. Glad to see him out there, but we could use some spark from Matchett today.
Neuenhaus, floater over Tawa Boateng, rebounded by Driscoll. Here come the Engineers. Stewart's three-pointer.
Bang! Yachiel Stewart bouncing back. That little shot to the face did not slow him down. His shot brings RPI within 1 point. 13 minutes remaining in the second half.
Fitzgerald driving right side. Deppy meets him in the paint. He has to bounce it back out into Neuenhaus. Neuenhaus working on Tawa Boateng, but Tawa Boateng, great defense right there as Stewart has it on the break. Drives in. Makes the good decision. Gives it back out as Engineers set up some half-court offense. Smith, top of the key. Tawa Boateng facing Medina. As he gives it to Smith. Smith drives in over Denham.
Nice play by Smith. He's very crafty. He knows his way around the boards. Able to get a little bump in there, make some space and a layup. Even with that brace on his knee, still productive today.
Brewers driving in. Nice layup right there from Prekor Karu Guzian. Says
Okay, 12 minutes remaining. RPI trailing by 1 point.
Fitzgerald driving in. Neuenhaus thought about the three-pointer. He does.
Yeah, I'd like to see Neuenhaus take those all day long.
Air ball right there as the Engineers come down with a little over 10 minutes to go. 44-45. As Scalisi Tawa Boateng cutting to the basket as the pass just gets poked out. Brewers looking to make something happen. Kara Guzian.
Vassar not backing down, able to stay scrappy, get an offensive board, get 2 points out of it. Helps them go to a 3-point lead here with 10:30 remaining in the second half.
Match it. Guarded by Denham. Tawa Boateng handoff with Scalisi. Brewers with a bit of momentum is Scalisi and Kara Guzian.
A little bit of a pile up there. A Vassar player, an Engineer player, and the referee tumbling towards the bench. Everybody walks away clean. Engineer's a little out of sync right here.
Timeout right here. 10-10 remaining in the game. RPI still only down 3 points, so the lead not getting away from them whatsoever, but they are scoreless for the last 2:30.
Both these teams known for their intense defense, and based off of where we stand right now, we're looking at about a 60-62 point outcome for both teams, which is right around their season average to hold each opponents to. It's really going to come down to a few points one way or the other. I don't see anyone blowing this out. These teams have come to play, and with 10-10 remaining, we're going to see who wants it more.
Stewart with 10 points, passing Driscoll and Feeks. Going to need some guard play from the Engineers as Neuenhaus, just an enforcer down low.
Taking a look right now at the stats for the game, what I'm noticing is Vassar has 3 players, Fitzgerald, Denham, and Neuenhaus, really being the most productive. When you look at the Engineers side, much more spread around the court, and you're looking at top scorers with Stewart, but then quickly followed by Feeks and Driscoll, Depe, Scalisi, Smith, Tawa Boateng, all contributing today.
Neuenhaus backing down. Depe gets there in time, but Zinn on the rebound puts it up for 2 more. Vassar fans pumped. 5-point lead. Engineers gonna need some luck outside if they want to win this game. Dylan Matchett. Spinning fadeaway. With time expiring. Here come the Brewers. Karaguzian into no shot right there. Neuenhaus. Fitzgerald, guarded by Driscoll. Ball back into you-know-who, Neuenhaus. Neuenhaus gets Scalisi to shake, but misses the shot right there. Engineers second-guessing every move they make right now. They need a bit of fire.
I'm a Matchett fan myself, but looks like he's just not able to bring his A game today.
Turnover right there on the Engineers as Deppy is tagged with his first personal foul. Yeah.
Here we go, 8 minutes remaining. RPI trailing by 5, 49-44.
Fitzgerald's three-point shot off front rim. Engineers looking to make some offense happen. Only down 5 points. Engineers shot. No good as Medina rebounds. Driving in. Out to Fitzgerald. As Fitzgerald. Three-pointer, right corner. That'll be Engineer possession as Neuenhaus over the back.
Taking a quick look here, Engineer's been scoreless for 4 minutes and 52 seconds. Now, considering that's the current state of things, they're only down by 5. That's not that bad, Keen.
Yes.
But they've gone really cold. We've got to get some fresh legs in there. I'd like to see him sub out 1 or 2 guys and get a little fresh firepower. 7 minutes to go, it's anybody's game, but they can't let this lead grow for Vassar. Right now it's 5 points. It's within 2 possessions to tie it back up. But with this cold streak, they really just need some fresh energy to break out of it.
It'll be Engineer possession as both teams break the huddle. Coach Mark Gilbride gonna have to change the game plan a little bit. The interior paint touch is not working right now. Gonna need your guards to control the scoring a bit more.
Zinn at 6'8" and Neuenhaus at 6'8". Those are 2 big bodies. It's hard to get around those guys. Zinn's been flying around. Very athletic with the reach and the height.
Vassar entering into a bit of a full court press with under 8 minutes in this Liberty League Championship battle. As Deppy gets in to jump. Goes with the left hand. Gets that one to roll in. Nice move right there from Deppy as he makes it a 3-point game.
Deppy's been the spark plug this whole game, right from jump. Good footwork, crafty, great vision. He's keeping the Engineers in this game.
Neuenhaus kicks it back out. Kyle Guzian. Shot is rebounded by Zinn and foul.
Again, 6'8" Zinn just dominating down there under the boards.
Neuenhaus leading the Brewers with 7 rebounds so far.
RPI Engineers excited for the Zinn miss. Zinn taking the second shot, 6:42 remaining in the second. Vassar with a 3-point lead.
That's momentum right there. 2 missed free throws and a foul called on Medina. It'll be Engineers' possession.
You'd like to see the Engineers capitalize here. At least
Vassar,
close it within 1 and get a little momentum back in their favor.
Vassar not in that full court press anymore, not so confident in it. As Deppy dribbles to the left. Scalisi finds Driscoll. Driscoll, a pass. Deppy still has it. Out to Driscoll. One more. Scalisi
Rebound.
blocked off Deppy's head. And Fitzgerald recovers.
A frantic few moments there for the Engineers. You were hoping they could capitalize, but unfortunately, Vassar ball. Here they come with a 3-point lead, 6 minutes remaining.
Fitzgerald slashes to the rim. His layup, no good. Neuenhaus, his putback, foul. He'll go line for 2 shots. He can make it a 5-point game. The Brewers, with under 6 minutes to go, this may come down to the wire. This is his first one. Engineer fans make an impact.
Keen, whatever the outcome of the game today, it's been a great season here with the Engineers. Adrian Donnelly, the RPI TV club, and all the staff that make it possible for us to do what we do up here. Let's not forget the production team out in the van. Alon, Maria, Harv, Steve, the entire crew that makes it possible. Marley's been a nice touch this year. She's been helping with graphics. Thank you to the whole crew that makes this possible. Back to the game, Keen.
As Deppy and Feeks just trying to connect.
Feeks trying to get a little too fancy there. I don't think you need to get crafty. Let Deppy go to work. Let Driscoll work the outside. Let's get Stewart the ball for some shots. Let's get those guys going.
Medina out to Fitzgerald all by himself. Rolls in. 7-point lead with 5 minutes remaining. Feeks out to Deppy. Deppy, the leader of this team. Looking to answer as Feeks goes up on Neuenhaus. Rejected.
Feeks is gone cold, Keen.
3 of 8 now.
With 4 minutes left, I think you got to make some changes to the lineup. Let's get some bodies in there that can generate some offense.
Brewers. Driscoll pokes it away as it'll be Engineer ball. 4:20 remaining.
Every position so critical right now for the Engineers.
Only 13 turnovers in this game, very low.
Right now, both teams shooting almost the same field goal percentage. Vassar 40%, Engineers 39%. At the three-point line, similar, right around 31% for each. Free throws, 75% over on the Engineer side, 50% for Vassar.
And a key factor to look at right now, Brian, 16 fouls for Vassar, so any foul will send RPI to the line. I think a shot clock.
Right now we're having a little stoppage for a shot clock adjustment. Okay, here we go back to the action. 4:17 remaining in the second. Vassar with a 7-point lead.
Feeks. Ball's poked out by Medina. Medina on the fast break. Driscoll chokes it up, but a foul is called. 16 fouls for both teams. Still a 7-point lead as Medina will go to the line for 2 more shots. Turnover right there as the Engineers will be heading down with 4 minutes remaining. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 4 minutes remaining. 7-point deficit for the Engineers. Momentum certainly been in Vassar's favor. Timeout on the court.
Timeout with 4:07 left. RPI scoreless for the last 3 minutes. A 10-2 run in the last 8 minutes for this Vassar team. Coach Mark Gilbride gonna have to chalk up an answer for these Brewers.
Looks like the refs are going to the screen here. Taking a look at the last play. Could be checking for the foul or for a clock adjustment. 4 minutes remaining. Every moment counts. Referees look like they've made a decision. Talking it over at the table. Fans have gone mostly quiet. Engineer fans hoping for a miracle at this point. It's been hard to come by points on the offensive end for the Engineers in the second half.
In that second game on February 7th where these two teams faced off, the Brewers made a comeback, almost defeating them 61-58. Engineers just held them off. See if they can do that again. Engineer possession. Desperate for a basket as Driscoll pulls the mid-range over Neuenhaus, gets it to go.
You gotta love Driscoll, gritty player, pressure not slowing him down. 4 minutes left. He's able to hit it and bring him within 5. I'd say play that hot hand.
Couldn't agree more. 11 points for Driscoll, 5 of 9 shooting in this game. Neuenhaus. Scalisi looking for the offensive foul as Neuenhaus just puts it over Deppy. Neuenhaus, a much larger player than Deppy. Stewart, step back over Neuenhaus. Rattles out. With 3 minutes remaining, a 7-point lead for this Vassar team. Fitzgerald slowing it down. Fitzgerald, long three-pointer, off front rim. Rebounded by Zinn. Zinn. Foul called. As Zinn will head to the line. Sorry. Number 8, Zinn. As he threw an elbow on Scalisi.
I think that was the right call there, Keen.
Timeout right here, 2:34 remaining as RPI 48, Vassar 55.
Refs head back to the monitor. They're going to take a look at that foul.
Fitzgerald leading the Brewers with 14 points along with Neuenhaus's 13.
Keen, do you think they're looking to see if that's a flagrant or just discussing if it was a foul?
I think they're discussing, well, who was it on? I don't believe it was a flagrant. Just about who gets free throws.
If you were the coach right now for the Engineers, who would you want to have the ball in their hand?
I think Driscoll and Stewart are going to have to shoot. Neuenhaus obviously such an enforcer, but if you can get paint touches, people collapse, kick it out, wide open shots. We haven't seen a lot of wide open shots for the Engineers today. Seems like a lot of rushed or contested shots that have gone in, of course.
Keen, during my time in the military, I learned how to read lips. Right now, I'm taking a look at the referees. They're discussing what they're looking at for dinner. Now, the one has suggested soul food. The other said he likes it, but it could be spicy. All right, back to the action. 2:30 left, 7-point lead for Vassar. Refs come back to the table, discussing the outcome. I've seen these refs all year long. I feel like they call it very fairly. They're all highly experienced referees. Reviewing the call.
Engineer possession with 2:30 remaining. Engineers gonna need some slow and steady buckets.
I don't even think you need to lean into the three right now, Keen.
I
Little
don't
ground
either.
and pound. Get a bucket, get a foul. Wear them down. Slow their momentum. Here we go.
Scalisi over to Driscoll as Driscoll guarded by Zinn. Driscoll screen off Deppy. He's looking up to Deppy.
That was a very risky pass by Driscoll.
Deppy will go to the line for 2 shots. Deppy, a great free throw shooter. Deppy, first shots of the night. As Deppy makes his first one. He can make this one. It's a 5-point game with a little over 2 minutes remaining. Second shot falls. 5-point game. Vassar 55, RPI 50. A low-scoring battle we've seen tonight as Vassar usually scores 70 points per game. Fitzgerald off the Neuenhaus screen, guarded by Deppy. Medina. Here comes Fitzgerald with 8 on the clock. Driving, mid-range over Deppy. Rebounded by Neuenhaus. He puts it up. He misses that one. Hounded by multiple defenders. Blocked by Deppy. Touched by Vassar. As here come the Engineers with 1:41 remaining.
Deppy giving them the spark they needed. 5-point deficit. He feels it. He was not backing down.
Feeks. Deppy, handoff with Feeks. Looking into Driscoll. Driscoll guarded by Zinn. As Deppy's got the matchup he feels he wants. Finds Feeks. Feeks three-pointer.
Oh!
Feeks get that three-pointer
Feeks
to go.
getting hot at the right time. Three-pointer draws it within 2. Minute 12 remaining. Fans go wild.
Fitzgerald looking for the ball. Hounded. Timeout.
Timeout, Vassar. Everybody's on their feet. Minute remaining. 2-point deficit. This is what we came for.
Nice basket right there from Feeks. Obviously, 2 for 4 from 3. 103 remaining. RPI down 2. 2 or 3 more possessions remaining between both teams.
Appropriate song playing right now. John Cena. Time is now. That's right. Time is now for the Engineers. Minute to go. Some might have played We Will Rock You, but this seems appropriate, Keen. All right, here we go. Student body on their feet, fans cheering.
Engineers headed back out onto the court right here.
The taste of a comeback in the air. I'm ready to put some ketchup on it. Let's serve it up, Engineers.
Vassar inbounding. Into Fitzgerald, guarded by Scalisi. Neuenhaus looking to screen as Neuenhaus almost slips up right there. 55 seconds remaining. Fitzgerald guarding Deppy. Or Deppy guarding Fitzgerald. Medina fades away, bounces off the rim. Zinn rebounds.
Looking at a 25-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
10 seconds remaining. Deppy, highly contested shot, rebounded by the Engineers.
28 seconds left. 2-point deficit, RPI.
Engineers looking to have one final shot at this. Down by 2. 10 seconds. Right here, 10 seconds. Scalisi. Foul not called. Neuenhaus gets a steal. As Neuenhaus gets a steal, he'll go to the line for 2. 2-point lead for Vassar. Timeout, Engineers. 6.9 remaining. RPI 53. Vassar 55 as Neuenhaus heads to the line. Neuenhaus 3 for 5 from the free throw line tonight. So this game's not over. Even
All right. That was an unfortunate turnover there. Really wish the Engineers could have gotten a bucket to tie it up. 6.9 remaining. Neuenhaus at the line. Right now, if you're an Engineer fan, you're hoping at best he gets 1, so you've got a shot at a 3 to take it into overtime.
Neuenhaus at the line. First shot makes that one.
Three-point deficit right here. Let's see how the second shot goes.
Neuenhaus, that one falls. 4-point lead for the Brewers.
If you're the Engineers here, Keen, do you look for a 3 with a foul, or you try to get a quick 2 and foul?
3 with a foul. Down court, Deppy, three-pointer, fading away off backboard as Vassar seals it.
And that's the end of the game, Keen. Liberty League champions are the Vassar Brewers, 57-53. Engineers really look strong with about 2 minutes to go. Unfortunately, that one play where they lost possession really sealed their fate. And then Newhouse, you got to give it to him. He hit those last 2 free throws to really button things up. You can't help but think Machette was a serious loss for the team this year with the knee injury. And today, Feeks just didn't look a normal self. He was shooting 4 for 9 from the field. Just not what he normally contributes. You hate to see the Engineers go down like that, but I think we've had a wonderful season.
I believe so,
it's
too.
It's been a pleasure working with you.
Great season.
You know, maybe we can connect again in the future. Hopefully next season here with the Engineers, we'll come back and work together again.
RPI,
again, thank you so much.
RPI 53, Vassar 57. Vassar, you're Liberty League champions.
Okay,
move
folks.
On.
Have a great evening. Enjoy yourself. Drive safe. And until we meet again, be well.